What's up, gang? This is New Era Gardener, and I know I haven't been out here for a while posting any videos. Been super busy. Everything has been going great as far as all my garden stuff. My garden did fantastic this year, with the exception of my onions. My onions did well, but they were not the size that I had last year using active biochar. I don't know what they loved. I don't know if they loved what was in the active biochar or was the main ingredient that gave them their size was the rock dust. Whether you use regular azomite rock dust or you use volcanic rock dust. So I use a little bit of both. I may mix it when I do my active biochar, but I'm excited to show you what the biochar that I did. I actually made a video when I was making these two batches of biochar, but what happened, for some reason, I did not hit record, so we didn't have any video of that. So this is gone for probably about a month, I'm gonna say, and I'm gonna show you, and hopefully the camera picks it up so you can see exactly what has happened with this biochar, especially active biochar. So you tell me if this is active biochar, and this is what you really should be looking for when you first make it. And of course, as you make it and time goes on, you lose some of the strength. But this is what I call my regular active biochar. It has bigger pieces. So I don't know if the camera is picking up. I call it the white web. So when you add your ingredients, and the main two ingredients that's going to help with this web is going to be your food, which is your sugar source, whether you're using flour, molasses, or whatever you're using for your sugar source. So that's where you're going to get that from. That's the biology and the fungi growing. So that's what you actually get. I'm going to move this around a little bit. As you go further down, you get no oxygen, so you may not have as much of that, but you might have pockets of it. So this one is my regular, and it's throughout. It's got a good moisture. As you can see, it's all the way through that. I don't know if the camera's picking it up, but as you go down into it, you see, so that's good active biochar. So I'm very happy with this batch of active biochar. As you can see, the white, which is all the living biology that actually has grown in there, and it's the web. So I'm just going to try to dig a little bit deeper down so you can really see. Look at that. That's active biochar. Look at that web. And that just helps when you put it in your soil. This just like a magnet to your root system, and actually grabs right onto that and feeds them and allows it to grow, especially when you're doing root crop like an onion or something like that. Excuse me. So this is one that is very good, but like I said, this is my regular, and the only thing I added to this is it has the biochar, and it's bigger pieces. It has the azomite rock dust, it has kelp, alfalfa meal, crab meal, and then flour. And if you do it that way, this is what you're going to get. So this looks great. So like I said, this is probably about a month old, but as you can see, digging deep down inside, we have good fungi. Look at that. That's what we're looking for when we're doing the active biochar. So that looks good. Now I know I'm doing this to it now. Once I seal the top on this and give it a couple more weeks, you'll start to see that still grow on the top. All right, but I have another one that you must see. All right, so here's the second one. And when I saw this, I was like, holy cow. Look at that. That is active biochar. Just look at the way that has actually just grew. And it's a little stiff because that's what that web does. It binds everything together. But that is active biochar. I mean, look at the crust on that. I mean, look at the other side of this crust. It just is just beautiful. Let's dig a little further down under that crust. We get a little bit of that, but not as much as that's on top. So just look at it. It is just beautiful. That is active biochar. Down in there is some spots, but it's just on the top. It was just a crust of it. I mean, just look at that. Look at that crust. And it just smells real earthy. Just beautiful. I'll crush all this up and just mix it in. And this was the same thing. This was using all the same ingredients: rock dust, alfalfa meal, kelp meal, crab meal, and this is what you get. So, and it's just the web that you're actually going to get. I mean, look at that. That's further down. Just further down. Look at that. That is just beautiful. And just all in that, it's just active biochar. That's just beautiful. So I'm just going to mix this up. I can't be more happier with that. When I saw that, I said, I'm not going to disturb that until I do a video. So like I said, this is probably about a month old. Maybe a little bit longer, not much. But this stuff is beautiful. Beautiful stuff. And this is what you're actually aiming for when you're doing your active biochar. Is you're looking, and moisture does play a big part in what your biochar comes out like. You know, you want to make sure the moisture level is good, because that's what the biology and the fungi and everything lives on: moisture, temperature, and its food. So that was beautiful. So that's just a quick video just to show you guys what my active biochar looks like. And a lot of times you get it, it's mixed in there. And I have had good success with my active biochar, with my garden. This year I didn't use too much active biochar in my garden because it was one of my #1 sellers, and also locally it has started to become my #1 seller. People that might have watched the video that's from my area, and then just talking to people about what active biochar is and what biochar is altogether. And some people know about it, and definitely wanted to give it a shot. So some people came back and said it did extremely well for them. Some people, I didn't hear anything back from them on what success they had with it, but People have had good success with it. And I'm just going to put this back and sell it as I do. And that's what we do. All right. So this was my active biochar. This is the fine. As you notice, there's not big pieces, smaller particles. So it's actually phenomenal. So I greatly appreciate you guys watching this video. It's just a quick video. I had to show this. I had to share with you guys what the biochar looks like when it's extremely active and when you do it right. So that looks perfect to me, and that was exciting for me. All right, once again, this is New Era Gardener, and thanks for watching. Appreciate you. Thanks.